Hello, this is Eric Ridley, Senior Editor of AntMini.com, reporting from HIMSS 22. I'm joined today by Michael Cannavo, aka the Paxman. Mike, great to have you with us.
Eric, great to be here with you and the team.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So you've been here a few hours. The exhibit hall opened today. What are your impressions so far?
It's very interesting with imaging's presence here specifically. Most of the imaging presence is really to show the use of the cloud, and a few companies are showing the integration of the different ologies, radiology, cardiology, pathology, even ophthalmology. So they're integrating it together. That's the biggest thing from the medical imaging companies' standpoint. A few standalone PACS companies, but not a great deal. I mean, maybe a handful at best that are standalone companies. But there is the image. There's the interest there as well. So.
Okay. From a radiology perspective, it sounds like it's a little more low key.
Definitely low key. I mean, this is an IT show. I don't think there's any question that it's an IT show. There is discussion about interoperability and use of FHIR and some other standards, but not as great a deal as I expected. Of course, I still have quite a bit of the show to go through, but my initial impressions going through it is it's pretty much an IT show. There is quite a bit of use of artificial intelligence or discussion of artificial intelligence, but again, it's not relative to medical imaging. It's relative to how AI can be used in different areas in the hospital. So,
any other enterprise imaging trends that you're seeing here?
Other than the integration of different modalities, of different areas, again, like pathology, cardiology, ophthalmology, the rest, I don't see any major trends coming in. The biggest trend is the use of the cloud. A lot of confusion on whether it's a native cloud use or whether it's a non-native use.
Is that an important distinction?
There's definitely an important distinction. Native cloud use is designed from the ground floor up to be used in the cloud. Cloud-enabled is what the word I was looking for. Cloud-enabled is it was designed not to be with the cloud, but has again I'm searching for the word. Ways to make it work in the cloud. Right. It's not native, and it's not as strong a use as it goes. So.
Right. Any other trends besides the cloud discussion?
Not that I've seen it at this time. Again, from a PACS/EIS standpoint, I was surprised there's not as much discussion of VNAs. I thought there would be more discussion of VNAs. There's a half a dozen vendors of VNAs out there, and I've only seen a few that were discussed in here. Beyond that, there's not much that is really there. And again, using the VNAs, how it's being used, and the market is being addressed is probably the biggest difference I've seen. In this show, the VNAs are addressed more toward the IT, the C-suites, the CIO, the CTO, where at say RSNA, it's addressed more toward the radiologist and others.
Do you have any speculation as to why we're not seeing a bigger VNA presence at this meeting?
I wish I knew the answer to that. I mean, there should be. I think the biggest thing is that everybody's going to the cloud, so there really isn't a need for a VNA. A lot of the initial advantages of the VNA that they had, being able to delete images after X amount of time, the cost of storage has dropped so dramatically that it doesn't make a difference, and the cost of storage in the cloud and access to the cloud and high-speed networking is taken away any of the barriers. So VNAs are good, but you still have to do the data migration, even from one VNA to the next in many respects. So.
Great, Mike. Thanks for all your thoughts today.
Eric, thank you for having me.
This is Eric Ridley signing off for AntMini.com.